Thank you guys for tuning in, and if you haven't already, I'd appreciate the like and subscribe. Today I'll be going over the basics of the strategy I've been traded, had lots of successes with, and have back tested enough to feel comfortable to teach it to you guys. In this video, I'll give a 3-step plan on how I trade Fibonacci retracements. Alright guys, step 1 will be simply recognizing trend. To keep it simple for beginners, finding a trend is based on buying strength and selling strength in a chart. To find buying strength in a chart, we'll first have to pull one up and see, are we making higher lows and higher highs, showing a bullish or uptrending market, or are we looking at a downtrending market, making lower lows and failing highs, making lower highs, showing downtrend or bearish markets. Once we can recognize these trends, we can move on to step 2. So I've brought it over to the Thinkorswim platform for step 2 to the 3-step process, where I'll be showing you guys where I'd be looking for entries in the trends that I have shown as some examples. As you guys can see here, we have some drawing tools up here that we'll click on, go over to the drawing tools, and we'll click on our Fibonacci retracements. Now that we are able to recognize a trend, we'll look for a possible entry to continuate the trend. We have a local low point where I'll start the drawing and a local high point where I'll finish the drawing. After we show trend up, I like to look for pullbacks into the 50% and the 61.8% retracement of the price movement that we had for possible continuation long. Also, for the short side, for the bearish side, I'll look for a local high point and draw it to a local low point where within the 50 to 61.8% retracement, I'll look to continue the trend and go short from here. One more example is the recent last few weeks that we've had in SPY. We have a local low point, we have a local high point, and as you guys can see, we come down within the 50 to 61.8% area and continue up in trend from there. Now that we are able to recognize a few points of where we like to get in our trend, I'll show you guys exactly how I get into my entries and exits in step 3. Guys, and going into step 3, we'll be looking at a trade that I had taken last Thursday. We have a downtrending market, as you guys can see, and on pre-market Thursday, we see us creating a new lower low. Once we create this new lower low, I can go into a 1-minute time frame where I'll be looking to get into my trade. Once we already have our area of trade from step 2 that we see, a local high point to a local low point that we see, where we'll be looking for the retracement into this area to possibly get short again. Now let's see what we're looking for in this area. Now we're on the 1-minute time frame of Thursday the 6th of last week. As we were saying, we had the downtrend into pre-market where we made our local low point. From here, where we have our high point to low point, I can draw our area of trade where I'll be looking to possibly take it short again. What I look for in these areas is candlesticks of rejection. We can see that we have longer wicks on our top side here than our bottom side, showing that there's seller strength and rejection at the price when it gets up to this point, which in tail makes me go short. I take my position somewhere in these candlesticks here after seeing that we have rejection in this area, and I'll have my stop loss above the 61.8% area to give myself a little bit of room on the contract. From there, I'll take my first take profit at 15 to 20%, which we see we got here on this move, and anything remaining on my contracts I'll usually run until we have another Fibonacci retracement. And this is kind of cool. As you guys can see here, we have another local low point from Thursday to a local high point that we made, where we actually got some reversal candles in, where I look to sell out any remaining contracts just in case we get a possible reversal. As you guys can see here, that was the last low point of day before we just continued up. So something to watch, possibly taking a Fibonacci retracement short to a Fibonacci retracement long. Just possible areas that we can sell out of our trade and that we know are areas of possible resistance going in our way of our trade. Alright, you guys, to recap over everything that we've learned so far, we can recognize trend from buyer and seller strength. We can recognize trend to find our possible areas of trade. And we can recognize candlesticks to enter our trades and zones to exit our trades. We are all Fibonacci traders now. From here, I have a few recommendations of where you can take this information and what to do with it. I would recommend first, download the Thinkorswim platform that I trade on. It costs $50 to create your account, but it is the most recommended platform that I have to trade on. From here, we also have continue to watch my free education that I will continue to try to post daily for you guys. And I'll leave you guys with this last one. The most motivation comes from those around you not willing to quit. I hope you guys have a great Easter. I hope you guys enjoy the video. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.